Welcome to the free audio rendering of Not Without Scars 2. Such an insightful and impactful work must be accessible to the countless number of people living similar life experiences. Becoming a best-selling author pales in comparison to creating a tool capable of instilling hope in the multitude of people trapped in the valley of decision. My greatest profit comes in helping others emerge victorious over their life struggles. My goal is to encourage individuals to follow their dream. My message: you must never quit on your faith, pursuing your aspiration or vision. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Take a moment, invite your family, friends and acquaintances, and enemies to listen to this work chapter by chapter. It is free to listen as well as free to subscribe. Peace, love, and phenomenal blessing.
How do I write my life story? I know hurt and pain. I don't like either one, whether physical or emotional. Herein contains my story, Not Without Scars, Part 2. Optimism, perseverance, persistence, resilience. 2 decades of personal struggle. Optimism. I faced the new millennium with hopefulness. Perseverance. My ego, my humble beginnings, my desire to achieve never allow me to turn away from a difficult task. Persistence. Opposition should be anticipated as an effective strategy to victory surfaces. Resilience. Difficulties do not automatically spell termination. Scars reveal my imperfection as reminders of past episodes of pain, sorrow, or triumph. Scars can tell beautiful story endings or relay misery that wishes to remain anonymous. This work is meant to help others who have experienced decades of struggle. When struggles appear to never end, you must get through the night and face the challenge of a new dawn with fresh hope.
Chapter 23. To publish manuscripts from prison. Introduction. I had used the time of incarceration from 2007 until 2014 to write profusely. The manuscript total exceeded 50 completed and about a quarter of that number that I did not finish. Now came the challenge upon the release in 2014, what to do with all those handwritten volumes of pages. First of all, I did not possess a computer. I had to work, and where would I find a publisher? After a candid conversation with John Malcolm as he drove me from my worksite to my home in Glenville, John remembered that he had a laptop that he was no longer using. The gift of that laptop meant more to me than volunteering to help. It jump-started my vision and instilled confidence in my faith. Before I could call upon the Lord for a computer, he had already answered. I would spend the last 4 months of 2014 and the first 4 months of 2015 typing and editing a number of the manuscripts for my prison writing. I also learned of the new dimension that had arisen called publishing on demand through Amazon.com. This would expedite my getting the volumes on the market far ahead of what I had envisioned. 2015 titles published. 1. May 7, 2015, How to Move from Idea to Implementation. 2. May 7, 2015, How to Implement an Advocacy Campaign, the Children's Protection from Drugs and Terror Act, and the Abolishment of Unlimited Immunity for County Prosecutors and their staff, a solution to end police brutality. 3. May 7, 2015, How to Conduct a Winning Issue Campaign. 4. May 7, 2015, What is said shall be established. 5. May 7, 2015, The Collective Genius. 6. May 8, 2015, Leader of 50, LO 50. 7. May 8, 2015, The Leaders of 50, the text. 8. May 14, 2015, How to Meet the People who will assist you and build mutually beneficial relationships. 9, May 17, 2015, refusal of persona non grata status. 10, July 15, 2015, The Collective Genius 2, Language of Faith. September 29, 2015, The Baedeker to Nationhood. 12, October 23rd, 2015, A Complex Issue, a Succinct Epithomatic of Nation Building. 13, October 26, 2015, Nation Builders Treaties, Economics, Entrepreneurial Socialistic Engagement Manifesto, a Systematized Financial Plexus. 14, November 16, 2015, the 25th Initiative, Step to Mobilize an Entire People. 2016 titles published. Number 1, January 5, 2016, Equipping the Overcomer Life Coach, Instruction from the Spirit and Life Development Experiences. 2, January 8, 2016, Nation Builders Treaties, Political, Separatist Aggression Initiative. 3, January 14, 2016, Nation Builders Treaties, Sociology, a Theocratic, Interdependent, Peaceful Society. 4, January 15, 2016, Nation Building, Volume 1, The Portrait of a Movement, The Transition to Nation Building. 5, February 3, 2016, Nation Builders Treaties, a contemporary revelation of the Abraham-Sarah covenants. 6, March 11, 2016, Nation Building, Volume 2, The Pillars, Theology and Infrastructure. 7, March 27, 2016, Nation Building, Volume 3, Foundational Documents. 8, March 27, 2016, Nation Building 4, The Pathway, The Collage. 9, April 10, 2016, Nation Building, Volume 5, Prayer, Circumstance, Entreaty, and Supplication. 10, April 28, 2016, the Midwest Minority Think Tank for Public Policy Leadership and Service, LLC. 11, October 28, 2016, The Character to Lead, a course to develop strong Christian leadership. 2017, titles published. Number 1, January 11, 2017, The Search for Communal Bonding, How to Build a Cadre of Visionary Support. 2, January 23rd, 2017, The Prevention, Intervention, and Education PI Series, an Urban America Solution Strategy. 3, April 30, 2017, Groom for Greatness, G4G Entrepreneur Academy, Career Path Design for Young Males. 4, April 30, 2017, 1 plus 3 equals 64, How to Build a Cadre of Solution Producers. 5, April 30th, 2017, the Midwest Minority Think Tank Social Enterprise, an alternative to street crime or gang violence. 6, October 30th, 2017, ARC over Cleveland, Building Excellence. 7, April 30th, 2017, Assets Create Excellence, ACE Male and Female Youth Initiative. 8, May 3rd, 2017, Maximum Citizenry Ascension, a revolving loan process. 2018 titles published. 1, April 3rd, 2018, Nation Builders Treaties, the Anthology, Economics, Political, Sociology, and Theology. April 4, 2018, Nation Building, the Anthology, the Honor Bridge compilation of Nation Building. 3, November 21st, 2018, Sexual Evolutionary Spirit, See What Can Be. Number 4, December 18th, 2018, The Sexual Evolutionary Experience, Volume 2, He Said, She Said. 2019 titles published. March 21st, 2019, Sexual Evolutionary Experience, Volume 3, The Workbook. 2, February 26, 2019, Building a Network of Problem Solvers. 2020 titles published. 1, April 28, 2020, The Great Lockdown of 2020, a Mid-Crisis Analytical Report. 2, Not Without Scars Part 2. Optimism, Perseverance, Persistence, Resilience. 2 decades of personal struggle. Historical. Do what you feel in your heart to be right, for you'll be criticized anyway. Eleanor Roosevelt. When you can actually see. I had done what I had set out to do with a literal pencil and paper. Of course, some new projects unfolded over the years, but the primary function of getting those initial manuscripts into publication had been accomplished. I held on to my integrity throughout the incarceration. My identity did not change. I went into prison as an author and returned from prison as an author. I did not return as a shell of myself. I was and I still am a writer, lecturer, preacher, teacher, consultant, and entrepreneur. I am a social theoretician. I would love to plan simply for myself with all the creative thoughts that fill my head, but for each one thought of prosperity for myself, I have 100 thoughts of how to invest in my people. My energy rises to its highest level when I focus on justice, prosperity, and wellness for my people. All oppressed people have a place in my heart. I realize that love must begin at home, and then it will spread to the utmost parts of the earth. This is the essence of why I dream so big, set goals so high, and have aspiration that can only be filled by the divine power of the Almighty. I dare not imagine another way, but only what will reveal compassion for all. This seems right in my heart. Criticism does not matter. My life has been marred by words of others, filled with accusations uttered by my critics. Therefore, I shall not concern myself in the present about what others think of my legacy in the future. The power of what I believe sustained my sanity through the extended period of incarceration fuels greater power in my soul when my eyes look about the published works. As my hands held each volume, I understood the vision that I had received would not be in vain. The vision started long before the last 20 years of demarcation. My heart and spirit are filled with emotion too sad to cry over and too strong to scream with joy. For though the vision may tarry, if I hold to my faith, I shall see what the manuscripts only touched on. I know all that is contained in the vision. I have not had the permission to pen it all. The books have been sealed before all could be expounded upon and written down. Social Black experience. I got my start by giving myself a start. Madam C.J. Walker. You have to take charge. Upon establishing a residence in the Glenville section of Cleveland, far from my former residence in a gated community in Solon, I gave myself a chance to launch the vision. Although I had lived in a suburban locale, I had never abandoned my commitment to the citizens of Cleveland. Coming back to the inner city was both a renewal and a reconnection. From the federal prison system to the east side of Cleveland, I was being baptized, fully submerged into the reality of the imperfect people and the impoverished people. These lives had the right to full expectancy of a life that could realize happiness, joy, and prosperity. What I was learning was full indoctrination into what life was like when no one cared about your name and no television camera recorded your actions. I gave myself another chance to walk by faith, to write by faith, and to plant seeds of faith. It was also incumbent upon myself to forge my own fresh start. The Black experience had prepared me for many things, including fresh starts. Each one had been different for me. No matter how I envisioned the day-to-day operation, the minuscule action took on a completely different direction. Going with the flow may not always produce advantage or even travels in the right direction. I found that poverty or lack of fun has always led to my fighting across the currents. It is difficult to fathom going with the flow and swimming against the current as a simultaneous action. Returning to Cleveland, I saw people who seemed to be of every race except blacks owning the businesses that were all supported by blacks. Even these foreign business owners looked down upon the black. The black male was disrespected, and the black female was treated as a toy to be purchased and discarded. Once again, I heard the words reverberating in my soul: do not get bitter. I had to stay focused on the global picture and conceive of the way that I could take charge of my life first. Then I could proceed with the vision to rebuild and restore prosperity and dignity to my community. A monumental task, but so was the challenge to live in poverty. I would fight the good fight of faith, to live the Joseph experience, so that my days of incarceration were not spent in vain. It hurt me each day because of what I saw. What kept me going each day was faith, my vision, and the belief in myself. The loss of my family structure mirrored what I had walked amongst each day. I lived among people of broken dreams. When would prayers and song turn the fate of my people? Even as a preacher, after what I had been through and was currently experiencing, my people needed miracles from on high. I needed a miracle from on high. A political solution was not going to turn my people's current plight around. I held fast to my vision of economic empowerment and self-sustaining goals. Neither Democrats nor Republicans were offering anything substantial. It always turned to the same old rhetoric: vote for me and I'll set you free. Arrogant? No, but I would have to take charge. That was my attitude. I did not see anything happening any other way. When I was in federal court, the indictment read, "The United States of America versus Mark Carbone." The way I saw things in Cleveland and other areas where blacks resided was clearly Mark Carbone versus the United States of America. I did not like the odds, but my people were being consumed either way. I would take up the mantle either way. This was a marriage that I could live with until death do us part. Theological. And your ancient ruins shall be rebuilt. You shall raise up the foundation of buildings that have been laid waste for many generations. And you shall be called repairer of the breach, restorer of streets to dwell in. Isaiah 58:12, Amplified Bible Classic Edition. Rebuild, remake, retool. These things and what is contained within the Holy Scripture were written for our example and instruction. I believe that the ruins of the black communities and the destruction historically inflicted upon thriving black communities shall be rebuilt. It is evident that enough wealth has been accumulated by black men and women to achieve this outcome. If other races of people can see the profit margins in the desolate places where blacks reside, surely a sophisticated effort of investment in black people by black people can change the fate of the black people. The foundation that lay waste for generations are waiting to be restored so that black people are not pilfered from for generations to come. I believe wholeheartedly that this current generation of blacks can adorn the label and title of repairer of the breach, as well as restorer of streets to dwell in. I personally hurt because I cannot accomplish this turn immediately. It hurts even more that I have not been able to articulate what is inside of me to ears of those who have the resources that can make it come to pass. I am not merely asking for money. I'm asking that they hear what is in my message, hoping that they will see the vision. Invite me to be a part of the vision, that would be my true request. Every day, my soul aches with hurt and pain. Every day, my spirit arises with hope and optimism. I have confidence in God, the vision, and myself. I choose not to give up, even when I grow weary and tired. I have to keep on pushing until my words reach the ears that would interpret my words as a call to doable action. One thing is certain: if I stop speaking and writing my message, then the words of the vision will not reach the ear of achievement. My vision requires people rebuild what has been destroyed. Rebuild means that it was once in existence. In some instances, we must remake what had prior existence. Some things have to be done differently. We must not remake an order of existence by imitating the ways of the oppressor. Of course, we must retool the people with the resources and skill set, both vocational and professional, in training and educating. The task ahead will require that the people adapt or alter themselves as well as some things in order to make them more useful or suitable to overcome present challenges. I believe that nothing is too hard for the Lord, and the assignment to rebuild, remake, and retool is not too hard for me or Black people. I have written the vision and made it plain so that they who read it can run with it. Though it may tarry, it shall surely come to pass. I pray that I shall live and not die to see the full fruition of the vision come to pass in my lifetime. If I could live to see a Black woman become First Lady of the United States of America, then I can believe I will live to see the restoration of Black people come alive in America.